Hey, this is Gary with Jolly Dolly. I'm going to show you how to change out the winch in-out switch on a Jolly Dolly motorized dolly. The tools you'll need to complete this job include a Phillips screwdriver, a 5/16 wrench, a pair of pliers, and of course a new in-out switch with hardware and grommet. Use a screwdriver and wrench to remove the two nuts and screws that hold the switch to the frame. Pull the switch and the old screws clear of the frame, then work on the grommet that holds the wire in place. Once you get the grommet out, gently pull on the wire until you can see the red quick connects. Now these quick connects sometimes are hard to fit through that hole, especially all three at a time. So you have to be very careful retrieving these. Sometimes you may have to try to get one to come out slightly ahead of the other so that they all fit through the hole, and you have to be careful not to chafe the wire or to damage these connectors in the process. Once you've got the wires and quick connects clear, you're going to work on separating the disconnects. Now, it's very important that you pinch these at the base of the disconnect and do not pull on the wires themselves. These can be a little tricky to pull apart, so you really need to work on them, kind of wiggle them back and forth until they come apart. Make sure your new switch has a grommet already installed on the wires before you start connecting the connectors. Now we're going to connect the wires together, starting with red wire going to red wire. These connectors push together. If you have trouble getting them to mate, sometimes turning them around the other way will make it a little bit easier. Now we're going to go black to black, and lastly, other color to other color. I say that because it may be blue, it may be green, it could even be a different color. But as long as you have red to red and black to black, the last wire goes by default. Now we're going to ease these connectors back down into the frame. Be careful doing this. You don't want to disconnect them. You don't want to bend them, chafe them, or otherwise mess them up as they're going in. Sometimes you need to get one in there ahead of the others because they'll have trouble fitting all three at once. Now we're going to put our grommet back into place. We just kind of work it, manipulate it into the hole. And then we're going to take our excess wire and push that down into the frame of the dolly. Now we're going to take the switch with the new mounting screws and push that through the frame of the dolly, making sure to orient the switch so that it's facing the back of the dolly. Now we put on our washers and our lock nuts. You should use new hardware for this, at least screws, because the old screws were trimmed after installation and the nuts may not go on them properly. We're going to tighten this up with a wrench and screwdriver. Don't over tighten. These nuts will not come loose, so they don't have to be super, super tight. Now we're going to trim the excess screw that protrudes through the nut by grabbing it with pliers and wiggling it up and down until it breaks. It should break clean, but just make sure if there's a sharp edge, you'll need to use some sandpaper or a file. This is what it should look like when you've successfully installed it. When you're done, turn the winch system on and then check the operation of the winch. If you have any questions or problem, contact us on our Facebook page. Thanks and have a jolly day.